Hello, welcome to this three-part video on the installation of VMware App Volumes and the creation and deployment of app stacks onto a Citrix XenDesktop VDI environment hosted on a Citrix XenServer infrastructure. The following design has been used to create this demonstration to be able to show the app volume installation, creation of an app stack, deployment of the app stack into a Citrix XenDesktop virtual environment. The following are the list of preconditions that are required to be able to set up the app volumes within the Citrix XenDesktop and XenServer stack. In this video, we take a look at configuring the app volumes to function in the In Guest VHD mode. As part of the prerequisites to configure App Volumes Manager, requires a local file share enabled with read-write permission as described in the App Volume User Guide. Once this is set up, the App Volumes ISO can be mounted onto the virtual machine and follow the standard steps of running the setup wizard to complete the installation. Once we have the App Volumes Manager installed, we would need to go ahead and configure the App Volume Manager to be able to create app stacks. The first step would be to go ahead and configure the licensing information and then do a validation. Once that's done, we would go ahead and add a read-only Active Directory account to be able to query AD accounts in order to assign and unassign app stacks once they are created. Once that's complete, we would need to go ahead and configure an app volume administrative group that would be used to administer the assignment and unassignment of app stacks. Post which, we would need to go ahead and select a machine manager. Of the three options, we would choose the VHD In Guest mode for this demo. Once that's done, we would need to go ahead and select the storage location as specified in the App Volume User Guide. Post which, we would need to select the storage location as specified in the App Volumes User Guide to complete the configuration of the App Volume Manager. For an in-depth understanding of VMware's App Volumes, we would recommend that you would go ahead and register for the VMware App Volumes Fundamentals course, which is a self-paced online course at the mylearn.vmware.com. And now let's look at configuring the app volumes in the In Guest VHD mode. In this video, we assume that you have successfully installed the App Volumes Manager on the App Volumes virtual machine using the App Volume User Guide. We will go ahead and launch the App Volume Manager, which brings us the App Volume Manager setup wizard. We can go ahead and click on the Get Started button. We can go ahead and start with the licensing information. In this tab, we have the licensing information that is set to its evaluation license, which can be edited to add any additional licenses that have been procured. Once that's done, we can go ahead and click on Next. Here we need to go ahead and provide the Active Directory information. I'll go ahead and quickly update the Active Directory information with an account that has at least a read-only access to be able to query the Active Directory information, to be able to add user accounts to the respective app stacks during assignment. Once that is done, we go ahead and click on Next. In this tab, we go ahead and add a Active Directory group that would become the App Volumes Administrative group to be able to administer the App Volumes Manager. I'll go ahead and put in a domain account and do a search. From the drop down, I'll go ahead and select a group. I'm just selecting the Domain Admins group for this demo. Click on OK. Once you click on Next, we have the option to choose the Machine Manager. Here we have a choice of choosing from a vCenter, an ESXi host, or the VHD In Guest mode. For the purposes of this demo, we will choose the In Guest mode and check the box that will automatically manage the access to the volume files. Click on Save. Once the Machine Manager information has been updated, we can go ahead and click on Next. In this tab, we need to go ahead and add a file share that was defined at the time of installing the App Volumes Manager on this virtual machine. go ahead and click on the Add File Share and search for a file share on the local system. Do a quick search and we can see that we have the defined file share that we can go ahead and select and click on Add. Confirm the addition. We have the file share now defined. We can go ahead and choose the storage location for both the app stacks as well as the writable volumes. Once we have the information updated, I can go ahead and click on Next and confirm the settings. The final step is to go ahead and upload the packages to the defined file storage area. Once I click on the upload and confirm, and now we are presented with a summary page. Go ahead and click on Next. And this completes the configuration of the App Volumes Manager. Now that we've completed the configuration of the App Volume Manager, one can go back to the dashboard to see the status of the App Volume Manager and the assigned users to their app stacks. To get an in-depth understanding of the App Volume Manager and to have a walkthrough of the individual settings and tabs, we would recommend that you log into the mylearn.vmware.com and sign up for the VMware App Volumes Manager Fundamentals program. We thank you for watching this video on configuring VMware's App Volume Manager in the In Guest VHD mode.